Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the sweet life of Zack and Cody. This is the three-season Disney Channel series from 2005 to 2007, starring Dylan and Cole and Dylan Sprouse, and they've had spin-offs where they continued this later as they grew into teens, where they were on a boat because okay, maybe they're not rich. I just always assumed they were rich because they lived. Not that rich people live in hotels, but I don't know. Their mom's a single mom. She works and she performs in the hotel. I guess it's song and dance. I don't know, and I don't know. So I'm guessing the premise in order to have kids coming and going and having a central place, sort of like Cheers, everywhere everybody knows your name. It's a central place where I mean, honestly, that's the way it works with a lot of, especially sitcoms from '70s and '80s, and it's always, even though you have a bunch of different characters coming and going, you can have multiple storylines, but it's all within the same hub. You don't hop around to different locations very often. You can keep it all within a hotel, and there's a variety of places within that one location, just like a cruise ship in their spin-off series, the stupid life. It's like I don't know, whatever it is. But this one has them, yeah, because mom works at the hotel. If this is an HBO Max series, this would mean something completely different. Um, but and they live there. They're twins, and they're the new kids at school. And in the first episode, I only watched one episode. They're each about 24 minutes long each. Um, this is obviously a comedy. This is not serious drama by any means, or a docu series, or a reality series, or anything else. Although I imagine this could be more realistic than most reality shows that have ever existed, in my opinion. So, I mean, they really are brothers, twins, so that's real. More real than just about any reality show. So anyway, they get into all sorts of shenanigans, and there's different levels to this. I'm sure there's going to be a mom-centric story at some point, but right now, in order to introduce all the characters, you have Zach and Cody, who are, of course, obviously the title characters. Then you have Brenda Song and Ashley Tisdale playing London and Maddie, and they're two very different girls. London is she's an airhead, and she's bucking the stereotypes, by the way, but it's a very obvious buck of the stereotype. Brenda Song plays London, who is very self-absorbed, all about fashion and beauty and the external and everything else. Uh, Whereas Ashley Tisdale, the pretty blonde, plays the very smart but socially awkward teenage girl. And so, I mean, honestly, the audience for this show is gonna probably be more along Zach and Cody's age. So it's kind of cool. They can say, "Oh, I find those boys cute," and they can also say, "I want to be pretty and funny, like the teenage girls in the series." And then, of course, the adults, which are the third level, they are mostly there to keep the kids accountable for the trouble they always get in, and also be the butt of all the jokes. Like Phil Lewis, who plays Mr. Mosby. Yeah, Phil Lewis. He's the concierge or hotel manager or something. I don't know what he does, but he runs the place. And somehow he got transferred to the ship in the sequel series because we've already watched that. Doesn't make any sense. But hey, why not follow the children that annoy you constantly for 3 years? You know. Anyway, he's the butt of the joke. He gets all the slapstick, the water dumped in his head. When he gets bumped by some kids, he knocks into a ladder where a man is changing the lights. The maintenance guy is checking the lights, and he's like a Latin electrician. I don't know, maintenance guy. I don't know, and he does patently offensive kind of cartoonish versions of and maintenance man. So he swings around in a chandelier while Phil Lewis's Mr. Mosby is trying to catch him and make sure you don't knock over the vase. And this is shot in front of a live studio audience. I'm hoping. Otherwise, that laugh track is a little too spot on. I mean, it sounds like it could be spontaneous laughter from children. I don't know. It seems like it would be shot in front of an audience. I honestly don't know. But anyway, if not, yeah. And again, the kids in the audience find it much funnier than somebody my age. It ticks off all the boxes when it comes to kids comedy. Some or all the adults. Thankfully, the mom is not played as an idiot, but she is embarrassing to the boys when she has to try out she wants to do a new dance routine is more modern, and she does an old dance routine, and the boy's like, don't ever do that again, and you're embarrassing us, Mom. But it also gives Mom a chance to they make friends, and one kid comes over and he knows how to dance and shows Mom how to dance. I don't know. It's that's the thing. It's so Mom is kind of the cool mom, and it's like, hey, you're a single parent. Ding. Maybe Dad's dead. I have no idea, but it might be another Disney ding 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 trope. A dead parent. You know it happens with all the cartoons and pretty much any show that exists. Single parents leave the kids alone most of the day to watch the Disney Channel. So, hey, you're doing your best, and good for you. You're providing food, shelter, and the Disney Channel for free. Well, cable for your kids. And that's nothing to be embarrassed about, except for The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't bust on it. It's not for me. It's not made for me. It's not made for my level of high class sense of humor. It's good. It's good for 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds. I have no idea. I don't know how old these kids here are. They look really different here in this shot. This must be season 3. I don't know, because they look really different. They have short hair. I think they're a little skinnier too in the first season. So yeah, and they're not great actors by any means in the first season. Maybe I mean, I'm not going to judge their acting really. It's a Disney Channel show. For me to go, well, they could have made different choices here. That doesn't come into play. You read a script, you hit your marks, and you do it until you get it right. So, and then they edit it together, and you look funny. And you're 10, and that's okay. There are some kids who knock it out of the park. Millie Bobby Brown in Stranger Things, but that's a whole different type of show. That's not a Disney Channel comedy. But yeah, so I can't really judge it too harshly, because this is never made for me. Never. And I'm not going to watch any more of it. If there's a movie in the list somehow, I guess I'll watch it. But I think we're done with Zack and Cody at this point. I think. Are you? But for those of you who grew up with it, obviously you might want to check it out again and see if it holds up at all to your preteen crushes. See what happens. If you go, I'm grown up now, that's all right. No more preteen crushes for you. Let's check out tomorrow's episode.
450.
Okay, that's not too far to scroll. 450. Oh, okay. There are a number of films with this character's name in the title. And I'm not sure if this is a series or a spin-off, but it shows as a movie. It's probably one of the direct-to-video sequels to this Disney feature film, animated feature film. But we'll see. Because there is the original film, there's a 2, and then there's this one, We're going to be watching Tarzan and Jane. It can't be a series because it's marked green, unless I marked it wrong, color-wise. So let's see. We haven't watched the original Tarzan or Tarzan 2 yet, but let's start at the end. Because odds are there's not Tarzan and Jane isn't somewhere between 1 and 2. I would not think. I could be completely wrong because these things happen. Tarzan and Jane on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.